when it is kept with silica gel? So what will be the answer? Air becomes dry when it is kept with silica gel. What will be the answer?
Because the moisture is absorbed by silica gel.
Okay, not absorb, but moisture is adsorb. Okay, there are two phenomena, absorption and adsorption. We will also be discussing about the absorption because the moisture content is being adsorbed by the silica gel. Okay, so these all are the examples of adsorption. Now we'll be talking about the now we will also discuss. Achha, let's say if on a container if on a container the dust particles, they are adsorbed on a container, the dust particles, they are adsorbed. So can they be removed or not? Can we remove these dust particle or not?
Yes, sir.
We can easily
Yes.
we can easily remove, na?
Yes.
Which means there is also a way, which
Yes,
means
sir.
there is also a way to remove this particle, na? So removal of adsorbed particle on the surface is termed as the desorption. Adsorption is accumulation of particle on the surface of a material. Desorption is removal of accumulated particle from the surface of a material. Okay. Acha. Uh, if I talk about umbrella on rain suit, so will they say adsorption or absorption?
Sir, it's absorption.
Umbrella will definitely show adsorption and rain suit will also show
Absorption.
adsorption because the water
Absorption.
water droplet remains only on the surface.
On the surface.
They do not penetrate to the internal layer. Okay. Now, since there is one more phenomena, absorption. So let's discuss about absorption and adsorption. Absorption and adsorption. So about adsorption, you already know that the accumulation of particle on the surface of a material. You have also studied about the various examples also. Absorption. Absorption is accumulation of particle in the bulk of that material. In the bulk of material. Okay, bulk means in the internal layer. In the internal layer. For example, if we take a chalk stick, okay, and also if we dip this chalk stick in a blue colored ink solution, in a blue colored ink, so what will happen? The upper layer of the chalk, that is the surface of the chalk, that will be blue in color. The surface will be blue in color. And also when we break the chalk, we will observe that the chalk particle is white from inside. It is white from inside. Okay, but there will be some water content inside the liquid. There will be some water content inside the liquid. So what you observe from here? You will observe that the blue color is being adsorbed by the material, while the water particles have been absorbed by the material. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, please repeat.
Better simply, when we dip a chalk, like the chalk that we use in class. So okay, when we dip a chalk in a blue colored ink, okay, blue colored ink solution, so what will happen? The outer layer of the chalk, that will be blue in color due to that because there will be accumulation of blue colored particle on the surface. But when we broke the chalk, when we break the chalk, we will observe there will be, the chalk will be white from inside, but there will be some water content inside that material. So which means the blue color is being adsorbed by the material, while the water particle, they are being absorbed by the material. Now is it clear? Is it clear, beta?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Also, when adsorption, when adsorption and absorption, when adsorption and absorption, both phenomena takes place simultaneously. When adsorption and absorption, both phenomena take place simultaneously, it is termed as the absorption. It is termed as the absorption. Is it also clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what we have studied till now we have studied about the we have studied about what adsorption is, how what are the examples of adsorption, what is absorption, and what is absorption. Okay, now we'll be discussing about next topic, that is mechanism of adsorption. Why this occurs, what is the reason behind the occurrence of adsorption phenomena. Switch to last page. Okay. Just note down what you wanted to note, Sumit. Also, Sumit, today after the second class, actually the seventh period is also of chemistry, na? So today after seventh class, I will simply share the PDF of this complete lecture. So you can also note from that PDF better. Now, mechanism of adsorption. So before discussing about the mechanism of adsorption, first I will recall some concept that you have studied under physics in surface tension chapter. Okay, the topic where you were studying surface tension, there you all must have studied. Yes, Subham and Prabhat, you need to write the things, the concept that you find that this is difficult for you to understand or this will be important. You can note down all those concepts in your fair copy. Okay, and also you all are supposed to send me the questions solved on the A4 sheet. Only few of you have sent. Okay, now in the surface tension chapter, beta, you have studied. Let's say this was some liquid, some material. So in this material, let's say one particle is at the surface, one particle is at the bulk, and one particle is half at the surface and half inside the liquid. So what we used to study here, so simply if we talk about this particle, so it has equal attraction force from upward direction as well as from downward direction, which means the upward force is balanced by the downward, as well as the left side force is balanced by the right hand side force, which means this particle is completely stabilized. If we talk about the attraction force to this particle, so there will be some downward force from the upward force, since from the downward force there are liquid particles, but from the upward force there are not liquid particles. So it will face some different attraction force in different direction, and from left to right it will be having some force of attraction. So if we talk about this particle, so towards the inside the liquid, this particle will face some of the attraction force, while from the upward direction the force will not get balanced, because in the upward direction the some other particle will be attracting, while from the downward direction some liquid particle will be attracting. From left to right, there are liquid particles, so it can be balanced, which means this this particle, it will attract the particle from the surrounding in order to maintain equilibrium, in order to maintain the force acting on it. Okay, I hope you all must have recalled the concept of surface tension. So in the same way, if we see a material, let's say this is some material. So in this material, if we see the particle that will be inside the material, the particle that will be bulk of the at the bulk of the material, that will experience equal amount of force from all the direction. It will experience equal amount of force from all the direction, while the particle that will be on the top layer or on the surface of the material, it will not be having equal amount of force, balance amount of force from all the direction. So what it will do, in order to maintain equilibrium, in order to maintain the balance of the force, it will attract the outer particle, it will attract the particle from the surrounding on it. As a result, the phenomena of adsorption takes place. As a result, the phenomena of adsorption takes place. Is it clear to everyone, beta? Is it
Yes, sir.
clear
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
why adsorption is taking place? Okay, so from this point, can we conclude that adsorption is a kind of attraction force? Adsorption is a
Yes,
kind
sir.
of attraction force. Can we conclude? Okay, so
Yes,
just
sir.
remember this point. We will be using this. We will be using this when we will be solving the, when we will be classifying the adsorption. Okay, there are some thermodynamic factors too. There are some thermodynamic factors that are also responsible, that are also responsible for the adsorption. Okay, what are these factors? The first one is enthalpy, and second one is entropy. Okay, we'll be discussing about this factor as well as the type of adsorption. Okay, so about the enthalpy. So since you all are aware about exothermic process, exothermic
Yes, sir.
and endothermic process.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In exothermic process, there is release of energy, there is release of energy, while in endothermic process there is absorption of energy. Energy is being absorbed. Acha, release of energy. If any of the material, any of the component, any particle, if it releases energy, so it will be stable or unstable?
Unstable.
Are release of energy,
स्टेबल होगा.
it will be stable na.
Stable.
If anyone is having more amount of energy,
Yes,
it will be moving here and there. If anyone is having less energy,
Yes, sir.
it won't be moving, it won't be able to move. So release of energy leads towards stability. Okay, so
Stability.
we will relate it with the term enthalpy, beta. Enthalpy, enthalpy is represented by H1, like H1 and H2. We will observe here change in enthalpy. Let's say initially any component was having energy enthalpy 20 kilojoule per mole. After some time it releases some amount of energy and it has energy 10 kilojoule per mole. So what will be delta H? It is equals to H2 minus H1. So 10 minus 20, it will be minus 10, which means
10.
we can also say it is negative. So for any reaction or any process, if it is exothermic, its enthalpy will be negative, and also release of
Negative.
energy leads towards Stability.
Stability.
Okay, so just let me know the thing. If let's say this was your material, this was your material, and the particles are being absorbed. Earlier the particles were moving here and there, they were randomly oriented, they were having more energy, but after some time they are being absorbed. So if they are being absorbed, which means they are becoming stable now. Earlier they were moving, now they are being absorbed, which means they are stable. If they are stable, stability is possible whenever there is release of energy. Whenever there is release of energy, so from here we can conclude that adsorption is endothermic or exothermic.
Exothermic.
Adsorption is exothermic in nature. Okay, so if I ask, enthalpy of adsorption will be positive or negative?
Negative.
Enthalpy of adsorption will be negative. Okay, so that's all for this class. We will be discussing some other factors like entropy and some residual forces also in the next class. Okay, so make sure to join that class too. Thank you, and I'm ending this class. Is there any doubt or any query?
No, sir.
Is there any doubt or any query?
सर मैकेनिज्म ऑफ एब्जॉर्प्शन में सिर्फ उतना ही था.
एब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ
These-
एनर्जी एंडोथर्मिक क्यों कहलाता
एक्सोथर्मिक होता है बेटा.
है?
सुशांत।
क्यों?
अरे अभी तो हमने just now I have explained, since the in adsorption the particles are being adsorbed on the surface which were earlier moving. If any particle was moving, which means it was having a higher energy, heavy energy, more energy. If it is adsorbed, which means it is stable, which means it has released some amount of energy, and release of energy is observed in exothermic process.
Yes.
Okay, and also Sushant beta, these all terms are involved under the mechanism of adsorption. That is these attraction forces, enthalpy, entropy. We are studying all these things
Okay,
under
sir.
the mechanism of adsorption. Okay, so we will continue further in the next class. Make sure to join that too. Thank you.